It is time to update my Canva website. See, I have this website that I created a few years ago and the information is getting a bit old. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to go about updating your Canva website. Let's go. Hey, what's up everyone? Ronnie here, your go-to Canva guru. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is the place for you to learn anything about Canva. Today, we dive into websites, Canva websites, and how you can go about updating a Canva website you already built in the past. So this is exactly what I'm going to do. And to do so, we are going to start from the homepage, all right? And the first thing you need to know is that to update a Canva website, all you need to do is to reopen the document that you have created your website into. All right, so I'm going to click on my website, which is this document right here. And once you are inside your document, you will see something like this. So if you continue editing this design, you will need to publish it again to update your website. So this is a warning that Canva gives us when we are trying to modify a design that is already a published website. So make sure you click on Edit Design. And there you go. So this website has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. The last one being just a simple like footer bar that allows me to go back to the top. So let's start by having a preview of the website. So this is how it looks. Okay, so the first page is just like 4 buttons that are quick links to different sections of my website. The second page is a little bio about myself with some media reach. That's the graphic that you saw in my folder. Then we have a section about my courses. I have only 3 courses right here. So this is something I want to change. Student testimonials. There is also something I want to change here. I will tell you what when we come to that part of the tutorial. And then we have talks and webinars. Okay, so for people to book me for giving them talks or webinars, organizations. And then the last section is work with me, which is not a particular call to action. It's just a few different things I could do for clients. So there are a few things I want to change really on this website. I created this one about 3 years ago when I was still living in Australia and working for Canva. It is time we dive into this and update all of that information. All right, so let me show you where to start. I'm going to go all the way to the first page right here. All right, we are now on page 1. I'm going to reduce the size of this website. And you see that a website really is a succession of different pages. All right, you can get into scroll view. And once you are, your website is going to show as a scrolling one. Okay, every page will be attached to one another. And you can see that you can, if you click right here at the intersection of the pages on that line, you will see that little handle that allows you to make a section, a particular section, longer or shorter. So we are going to play with that later. But for now, I just want to go back to the first page and I'm going to switch back to the thumbnail view with that little button right here at the bottom of your page, because for me, it's just more convenient to work like so, at least at this stage of the update. All right, I am here on the first page of this website. There are 2 things I want to do. The first one is to change this profile picture. This one is 3 years old. It's time I update it, all right, for something more recent. And second, you will see that there is a URL added to this photo, so as a link. And this link right here goes to this video on YouTube, okay, which is a good idea initially. 20 questions about Ronnie. So when you click on my profile picture on my personal website, you get there, and that's great. The problem is it's a members only video because I moved that into our membership in YouTube. So I either need to get that off the membership and make it public again, or change the link to that video. I need to take that decision in a second. All right, let's start by updating my profile photo. So I uploaded a few ones, 2 different ones right here in my uploads. Well, yeah, let's just try them on. This one right here, this could work pretty well. It's yellow on yellow though, so I kind of lose a bit of the contrast. So what I could probably do is to detach this image, and I'm going to background remove this photo. So I'm using the background remover. There you go. And now I could probably duplicate this frame. So I did Control C, Control V to duplicate this frame with the border. The first frame, the one underneath, I'm going to just give it a color. Color of my choice, something that I think would go nicely with this background right here. Maybe we could try this gradient. Oops, shouldn't have moved this one. Let's move the other one. You see the photo now looks like so. And in order to put this photo that has a transparent background now in the frame, I can just drop it there. Now, I have two different things here. I have my photo with a transparent background, and I have my gradient inside the same frame right there. So this is good. I want to make my photo bigger. So the intuitive thing to do would be to just stretch, but if I do so, I'm stretching the frame as well. So I don't want to do that. Let's go back. The correct way of doing this is to double click on your top frame, the frame on top, and then to scale up your image. I'm gonna use the rule of thirds right here to align my eyes, and also my ears kind of need to fit in between these two vertical lower thirds. Okay, so now I think it looks good like so. Click on done. And there you go. I now have a nice profile picture with a contrasting background. Now, if I wanted to, I could play with the color of that gradient that I put in the underneath layer. So in order to access it, I'm going to click anywhere on my design, click the position button and go to my layers all the way to that gradient layer. And now I can put it back on top of everything. I can try different things, or I can leave it where it was right here and just play with the color button and find different combinations here and quickly go through them to see something that contrasts nicely with the rest of the design. After selecting your gradient, what you can do by clicking on the plus new color button, you can also play with the orientation of the lights, which could also be interesting. So this looks nice. Let's see. I'm going to leave it here for this profile picture. And then when it comes to what do I do with this URL right here, my decision is to actually make this video available to everyone again. I'm going to go to my edit video button right here. And then from here, I can change who is this video available for. I'm going to make that public again. So done and save. Okay, so this is a simple change, but now everyone should be able to see that video when they come to my website. There is one more thing I want to do from this homepage is to actually add another icon right here for my Skillshare classes. Okay, I have LinkedIn, YouTube, my Facebook page, and my Udemy profile. Now, all of that is great, but I also teach on Skillshare, and I became more serious about teaching on Skillshare recently, so I want to add a Skillshare button. So, few ways to go about this. Either you have a Skillshare logo that you uploaded into Canva, or if you don't, you can try searching for one. Skillshare. I'm just searching in the elements, and if you search in the elements, you won't find anything. Now, there is something you can do if you don't find a particular logo you're looking for in the Canva library. It's to use an app, going to the apps button, and the app is called Brand Fetch. Brand Fetch, search for that, find it. Looks like so. There's a B as the logo of this app. Click on it, and you will get to this simple interface. Just simply type in the name of the brand you're looking for. In my case, Skillshare. So now there you go. I have 3 different options for my Skillshare logo. So I'm gonna use this one right here, the white one, and I need to make sure it kind of fits with the rest of my icons right here in terms of the size. Now, it's not particularly a square logo, it's more like a rectangle, but I can work with this. Now, the problem is that it's not black, and let's see if I can change the color. Yes, I can change the color to black. Now, I also want this to have like the same distance, 28, so I'm just moving it, and Canva's assisting measurement there in purple that you see shows me that there is 28 pixels between each of these logos. So that's great. Obviously, this is a bit off-center. I need to regroup all of these logos to be kind of aligned with my profile picture. So I'm going to click on the first one, hold my Shift key on my keyboard, and then click to select the following, the next ones. And I'm going to drag everything until I see the assisting grid showing me that it's now aligned with the center of my profile image. There you go. Now, all I have to do is to link my Skillshare profile to this Skillshare logo, just like I did with the other logos. You see, Udemy, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So now I just need to do that. I'm going to quickly do that and move forward with the video. All right, so in order to add that link, I just come to my Skillshare dashboard. I will copy the link to all of my classes, come back here, get to the button, and then click on the three little dots right here, the more button, find link. Could also do like Command K, but link, and I'm just going to paste that link right here, click on done. There you go. Now this link is working and it should go straight to my Skillshare profile. And I'm done with this first page. I will have to come back at the very end of the tutorial to change and update these buttons, but I'm pretty happy about how this new page looks. Let's move to page number 2. Now, this page is where I will kind of tell my story. It's the About Me section of that little website. And there's a few things I want to change here. The first one is this media reach image that needs to be updated. See, it's been done a long time ago when we used to have 270,000 subscribers on the channel. We now have almost 500,000. So almost double this number, which makes me happy on one hand because I can see how much we've grown, but also like we need to update this visual because it underrepresents us. So for this, I need to go back to my Canva homepage. There you go. And you see this media reach visual. I opened it when I was preparing for this tutorial, but I know it's in my folder with my Canva website. You see it's right here. So I'm going to open this document and this is what it looks like. So you see it's just like a bunch of different elements. And there are a few things I want to change from here. This envelope right here, because it was our email list, and we decided to stop working with email a few years back already. So I need to change that, okay? I need to change the number of everything here. And also I want to replace this envelope for the Skillshare logo. So let's start with that, okay? I'm gonna come back to my actual website right here because I just added this Skillshare logo. So I'm gonna copy it, Control C, come to my second visual right here and Command V it. Okay, so it's right here. Okay, it's black when it should be yellow. So I'm gonna change the color. I'm gonna click on this one right here, use the copy style button. There you go, and click on my Skillshare logo. Now I can delete this little envelope and put my Skillshare logo right here inside this circle right here. So in order to be precise, I'm gonna zoom in. This logo again is difficult to center because it's not square, but I think this should do it. Let me zoom out. Yeah, it should do it. Now I have my Skillshare logo view profile. So I do have 5,507 followers on Skillshare. This is not bad. Let's go with this number, 5,507. Here, let's go for 5.5K. 5.5K. Let's just go 5K. Udemy grown quite bigger on Udemy to 128K recently. So again, like make sure everything is aligned here. Facebook, we are at 69K. LinkedIn, I think it's 12K. And YouTube, it's 500K. Like we are going to celebrate 500K very soon. By the time you see this video, we'll have reached the 500K. All right, so everything is there. Again, make sure everything is centered. Now let me see how I should export it. So I should export it as a PNG with a transparent background. Perfect. So that it fits nicely over this background of the website. I'm going to my share button, and in order to export with a transparent background, you need to have a Canva Pro account. This is important to know. Okay, so download PNG. Yes, that's good. And transparent background, make sure you tick that box. Now it's going to download. I'm going to drop it right here on top of everything else. I can reduce the size up and down here. And what I want to do, you see, now there is this great feature, something that I absolutely love about Canva. When you have a photo and you want to replace another photo on your page, the only thing you need to do, this works from the uploads button. You see it right here. Let me delete this one actually, so you can see what I'm saying. You can take any photo from your upload section right here, and instead of like putting it on your page and then try to resize it to the right size, what you're going to do is to click on it and drop it on top of the old one, and it's going to adopt the characteristics of this old photo. So the exact same dimension, the exact same placement on your page, and there you go. Now I'm going to change the text here and also get rid of this call to action, which actually leads to another website. I don't think I need this anymore. This is what I have. I have my text box, which is aligned. Let me bring a guide here. So files, if you want to bring your rulers and guides, settings, show rulers and guides, and I'm going to drag a guide from the top ruler. Okay, so you see this is what we call the rulers. And when you click on a ruler and drag, you grab a guide. Okay, so this is now how it looks. Now, it's important when you create a website, when you update a website, that you respect the columns that were originally on the template or on the first version of your website. If it displays correctly on your mobile phone, for example. Why? Because if you respect this spacing, this layout, for example, here it's like a 2-column layout. When it comes to viewing your website on a mobile, what's going to happen is that these 2 columns are going to stack on top of each other. But if you don't respect this spacing, this layout, if you start having, you see the title coming like all the way to here, then it's very difficult for Canva to actually cut and reorganize these columns and stack them, because you will have an element that spreads across the entire page. So I'm hoping that this will work. I can go for a preview and see how it looks on mobile from here. So you see my homepage looks very nice and tidy. We have all of the links, we have my name, and we have all of the buttons above the fold. Okay, and then when we scroll down, hi, I'm Ronnie from Team Rondi. Okay, I think this will work. We need to test it with the real deal, not just the preview, but I think this is going to work. I'm going to get rid of the guides for now. All right, let's move on to page number 3, which is the section about our courses. So fun and affordable courses. I like that very much. There's not much I want to change here. The only thing I would like to do is to add more courses, because I have produced new courses since I created this website, at least 3 of them. So let's go and add these new courses to this section right here. So what I'm going to do is to switch back to scroll view, okay, reduce the zoom a little bit so it looks like so. I'm going to close that sidebar for now, and I'm going to simply drag the section longer. So you click on your page, on your section, and then you should see this handle. You can drag that. Now, as you drag, you will start stretching your background, so the image that you have in your background, but that's okay. In my opinion, that's fine. What I will do here, I need to copy these 3 little tiles here. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. All right, so now that they are all selected, I'm going to go Command C, Command V. So it's just a simple copy paste. All right, this looks good. Now I think I should probably stretch my page a little bit more and see. Yeah, I just want to leave enough space there between the 2 sections. Okay, I want to see this. I will have to play around with the distance right here so that it looks great on the mobile when they will be stacking everything. Let me see. I think the distance is correctly, yeah, I think this is correct, at least with this preview. So what I did is simply to respect here for the lower part, like you see here, I respected the safe zone. I just stuck, you see this purple line here at the bottom? I just stuck the bottom of my last tile right here, the Canva Master Course, so that it touches that bottom safe zone. It seemed to have worked, at least in the preview. So now all I have to do is to change the information or reorganize the information about my courses. I'm going to pause the video, do that quickly. It's just a matter of bringing the thumbnail of the course, writing a little bit of information about each class, and add the right link. So nothing new here, nothing that you're not already familiar with. I just want to save a bit of your time. And there you go, guys. I finished fixing all of the ties right here and added all of my courses that I want to promote on this section of my website. So I have some courses that were already here, like the Canva Master Course, the Canva Next Level, and the personal branding one. And I added the Canva for social media, the No BS ChatGPT course, which is on Skillshare, which is the only course of the 6 that is on Skillshare and not on Udemy. And then we have the DAL-E Master Course. So for each of these new tiles, I made everything clickable. So the image, the title, the subtitle, the little arrow, and the white space right here. So that when someone tries to click anywhere on that tile, it will lead them to the course. And last tip, for those of you who might have a product to sell or a course or something similar, always make sure to use your referral link. So me as a teacher, I have a teacher's link that will give me a higher cut of the revenue, for example, on Udemy, when people purchase the course via my own link versus versus just the link to the course on Udemy. All right, let's move on to the next section, okay, which is students review, what my students are saying. So this section has been a problem for me for a while. Let me explain why. The reviews you see here are completely legit. So these are real reviews taken from Udemy or YouTube. I have selected some of these reviews from people and we receive a lot of positive reviews, but I didn't want to show their photos without their consent. And I had no way of reaching out to them. So I decided to use dummy photos, which has been bothering me since I took that decision when I made that website. So yeah, I decided to remove these photos. So I'm just going to delete them and I'm going to push all of this back up, or I could simply add more reviews. But I think I'm simply going to push that section up like so and reduce this slightly so that we have, yeah, something nice and short, something like this. I would love to be able to create a carousel on my website. It's not yet possible with Canva. All right, let's move to the next section. We have two more sections to fix. So this one right here, talks and webinar, and then work with me. So this section right here, I like it. I deliver talks and webinars about Canva, personal branding, and content creation. Yep, I could maybe change that. I deliver talks and webinar about Canva, personal branding, and generative AI. Let's put generative AI. I've led training sessions, workshops, and consultancies in over 20 countries for people and companies, including Facebook, Canva, City of Sydney, and Oxfam. All right, this sounds pretty good. The one thing I wanted to change on this section is this call to action, book me for your event, which is currently leading people to my Messenger chat, which I don't really like. So I don't want to keep sending people to my Messenger. It's not very professional. I never check that anyway. So I think I'm just going to swap that for an email. And I'm going to use this button right here on the next section, which has that call to action to write me an email. So I'm just going to copy that. You see this email address right here, hello@ronniehermosa.com. You can, if you include mail to and then semicolon, let me show you. I'm just going to copy that. Let me get out of the full screen because it doesn't work when I'm full screen. When I click on this link right here, see what happens. It will open your preferred email account provider. So me, it's not set up on my computer, but I think this could work. So book me for your event. I'm just going to delete this, the messenger thingy, and replace this for my email. Okay. And I want to make sure it is not underlined. Okay. So this section looks good. The call to action has been updated. I have my Canva expert badge, which is great. So let's move on to the final section right here. Work with me. Work with me. I like that, but I want to make this last section about my one-on-one sessions. Okay. So since a few months now, I am active on a platform called SuperPeer, which has been acquired by Skillshare a few months back. And SuperPeer allows me to deliver one-on-one sessions. So I have created a series of different sessions here that people can book via SuperPeer. And then I will jump on a call with them for half an hour, 1 hour, and then do one of the following specific sessions. So I have private Canva tutorials, which I gave a few weeks back to someone called David, and that was very nice. We jumped on his project. He wanted to create a product catalog for his company. So we went ahead and do that. So that was the private Canva tutorial. But I have other types of sessions. So I can review your Canva design, strategic coaching session, discover specific features of Canva, etc. So what I want to do is to simply, the call to action to this section would be to visit my SuperPeer account and book one of these sessions. Okay, that's what I want to do right here. So I'm going to start with the call to action. Okay, so call to action, we should go straight to that SuperPeer account. There you go. And again, I'm going to remove the underline of this call to action. Now, all I need to do is to simply swap this. And so the call to action, I wanted to say, book your session with me. Book your session with me. That's better. It fits in my button. So I'm pretty happy about this. I also had a different text right here for this copy right here on this page. So the work with me right here should say 1 on one sessions. Can I have this on one single line? Let's see. Yes, I think this should be fine. Always make sure to remove all of the unnecessary spaces, and also try to stay as close as possible to the guidelines, to the guides right here, the purple guides, because this will prevent your page to be broken, basically. Okay, so reach out if you are interested in. This is going to change for this sentence right here. Okay, you and me jump on a call too, and then I have my bullet points here that I'm going to paste to replace these. All right, so you and me jump on a call to give you a personalized tutorial, review your Canva design, discuss your business strategy, teach you what's new in Canva, or simply talk about growing on YouTube. Book your session with me, and this will lead to my super peer account. Perfect. This photo is great. Reminds me of Sydney. This was our studio in Sydney. Anyways, this button right here is simply a button that brings me back to page 1 of this website, so all the way back up here. All right, guys, I think we are done with our update right here. So the next step, once you're done, is to simply republish your website. So use that publish website button right here. Canva will ask you again a few of the things like resize on mobile. I would always recommend you keep that ticked. Then you can host the website on a different domain if you want. Me, I had linked it to my custom domain, ronniehermosa.com. So if you're interested about how to do that, I could probably show you that in a different video because it was already linked. Publishing settings. So you can have a look here. So this is where you can set your favicon, your website description, Canva expert, Canva content creators and YouTuber. Grab the best Canva course and start your Canva journey today. I think this description is pretty good and SEO optimized, so I'm gonna leave it like so. What else can I do? Advanced settings, password protection is disabled, search engine visibility is enabled. Make sure if you want to be discovered on your search engines that you have this turned on. Link preview is disabled. So I would recommend you turn that on, okay, the link preview. So you can decide to either leave that preview to the first page of your website if you like it like so. Me, I think I would go for personalized preview. So I'm gonna just upload it by clicking on this little button right here, and I'm gonna go fetch it. Yes, it's here. Let me show it to you. Looks like so. Okay, so I'm gonna upload this one right here. I'm gonna go back to full screen. So there you go. Hi, I'm Ronnie. You go to Canva Guru, and this is just a photo of me that will probably attract people's attention. All right, so these are the advanced settings. Make sure to go through all of this. Like your website description is super important. The favicon, this little guy right here, super important in my opinion, looks professional. And the preview, also very important in my opinion. All right, I am good to go. So I can just hit republish the website. It's gonna take a few seconds, and then Canva will give you again the URL of your website, tell you it's ready. There you go. I can view the website right here. So this is the moment of truth. How does it look? It's gonna look okay on my desktop. Oh yeah, I forgot to change these little tiles right here. I need to go back and do that. Hi, I'm Ronnie from Team Rondi. So on desktop, everything looks great, right? Everything is clickable, everything looks great, enough space, not broken. Let me just click this one link. How is this not working? Okay, I need to fix that. So you will need to obviously try every single link. Okay, so you see these two are not working. So let me come back to the website to fix a few things here. You will need to edit again. This is very important. Now I need to go and see what's going on. Okay, I think I figured out why my links were not working, because here you see every call to action has actually two links, the frame and the text. And if the two are not the same link, then it creates a conflict. So what I'm going to do is to make sure both the frame and the actual text box carry the same link. So I'm going to go and click on the frame now. You see, this is the messenger link. So I think I need to ungroup these two things. Yes, first, that's what I should have done in the first place. And then I'm going to add the correct link. So this, hello@RonnieHermosa, mail to, and this one as well. So now I can regroup, and this should be working now. I'm going to do the same thing on my last page. So book a session with me, going to my super peer account, profile, there you go, done. I need to ungroup. It's already ungrouped. Yes, so I can just see it still had my email. So I'm going to paste the right link. There you go. I think I should push this text box, simply push this. I'm going to go to my layers. I'm going to push this behind the frame. Okay, and since we're here, I'm going to copy this, go back to the first page right here. So about me, which is this one right here, courses, okay, talks and webinars, and then work with me. The work with me here should say one-on-one sessions. Perfect. Now this reflects the sections of my website much better. Okay, I need to publish this again. Hopefully it's the last time. Republish my websites, and now all should be good, at least on desktop. Okay, let's go and check. Okay, one-on-one session. You see, I'm going to click here to go straight there. Now the button is working. Perfect. This is what I wanted to see. All right. So yeah, everything looks good. Now the moment of truth, the mobile test. All right. Straight from my browser, ronniehermosa.com. And there you go. I see the correct profile picture. All right. Ronnie Hermosa. The first page is great. I see everything there. Hi, I'm Ronnie. Okay. This looks good as well. The About Me section, it holds in one page, almost in one page. The title is a little bit big, but I think it's fine. I think it looks good. Fun and affordable courses. Now let me see the spacing between the courses. Yeah, it looks good. What my students are saying. This is great. Talks and webinars. Everything seems to be at the right place. Okay, here I see the book your session with me slightly too much to the right here. So I could probably try to fix that call to action. Let me also see. It seems like I need to bold my second call to action, which is not bolded. Okay, great. I'm gonna go do this very quick right here on the desktop by coming back to my website, and this will be the last time. All right, so I need to go to this section right here. So I need to grab the text part, all right, and I'm going to bold it. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that it was too much to the right. So let's try to put everything here, all of this stuff, group it and move it slightly to the left. I'm just going to center it with the rest of my text and see what happens. That was the two things I needed to fix, right? To bold this and make sure it's bolded like this one right here. And that's it. Okay, I'm going to republish. Once Canva tells me it's good to go, I'm going to refresh right here on my mobile. It's good to go. There you go, refreshed. I'm gonna click on one-on-one sessions. Okay, seems aligned now. I'm happy about this. I'm happy I could fix it. So there you go, guys. A good looking website, both on mobile and on desktop. So yeah, tell me, what do you think? What do you think of my website? What do you think of this tutorial? Was it helpful to you? Did you learn something new today? If you did, I would appreciate a good old like. And if this was your first time visiting one of our tutorials, consider subscribing. We have 700 more like this. Can you imagine 700 tutorials for you to learn Canva, generative AI, and all of the good stuff to create content like a boss? All right, thank you for watching until the end. I'm going to leave you with our Create Website playlist in Canva, where you will be able to learn much more. This was how to update your website, but we have more in this playlist.